Is running Google Ads for an HVAC company a smart investment? In this video, I'll break down the costs, potential returns, and key factors that will determine whether Google Ads is the right choice for your HVAC company. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're running an HVAC business and you're considering Google Ads and you want to know is it worth running Google Ads for your business, in this video I'm going to give you some information so you know for yourself is it worth it running Google Ads. So this is one of the example accounts, and this is also a local service business account like HVAC companies. Their goal is also to generate as many phone calls as possible like HVAC companies. So as you can see, for the last 30 days, we've generated 162 phone calls, and those phone calls are mostly from call extension. And you can see the number of phone calls from here as well. Here it can also include phone calls coming from website. So it can also include phone call button clicks, and sometimes it can also include form submissions. So these are more realistic numbers. 290 conversions for the last 30 days, and the cost per conversion is around $28, and the conversion rate is around 32%. And I'm going to share some ways how we can calculate the numbers you can expect for the HVAC business while running Google Ads, and you can see for yourself whether it's right for your business. So if you're going to make Google search here, HVAC companies near me, these are some of the examples of the ads and why running Google search ads is better than other options. So why it is better than running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or other types of ads. Because running Google search ads can attract visitors who are searching for the service you are offering right now. So they are looking for the services right now, and your ads can show up at this specific time so they can call immediately and contact your business. And if your business solves their problem, you can convert that customer. So I'm talking specifically about Google search ads. So Google ads can have different categories. Google ads can be displayed on display network, YouTube, Gmail, or other networks. But I'm specifically talking about Google search ads. Google search ads can attract users with the highest intent. And if somebody searches on Google, that means they're specifically looking for that service right now. And as you can see, Google search ads can look different. For example, it can have a call button like this, and it may not have a call button like this. But in your case, you can add a call button and it may not show all the time. But there are some ways you can optimize your campaigns and try to focus more on receiving phone calls. So Google search ads can appear at the first 4 positions like this, and it can also appear at the bottom as well, as you can see from here. So if you're gonna get clicks from these searches, there is a very high chance that somebody can call to your business and they may use your service if you offer the services that they're looking for. A quick reminder, if you want my free video on how I doubled my phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send it to you right away. So let's calculate how much would it cost to run Google Ads for HVAC companies. So let's say if you want to receive 5 phone calls and with a 10% conversion rate, we need to receive 50 clicks. And if you want to get 5 phone calls with 20% conversion rate, we need to receive 25 clicks for that day. And the higher the conversion rate you get, the less clicks required to get the same number of phone calls. So in HVAC industry, your conversion rate can be higher. So you can at least get 20% conversion rate if your campaigns are structured well. But if you are receiving less than 10% conversion rate, that means there must be something wrong. On average, you should receive around 20%. So I'm writing 2 scenarios anyways, but if your campaigns are structured well, you can expect to get 25%, or some days, let's say, you can expect to receive 30% conversion rate. And now let's calculate how much would it cost to get 50 clicks and 25 clicks. So there are 2 options to calculate the cost per click. If you don't have Google Ads account, you can go to this website, or you can search online and you can find any other tool that calculates cost per click. And I'm just going here, wordstream.com/keywords, and you can type your keywords here. And in our case, that would be so I searched for HVAC companies near me, and you don't have to choose industry, and the targeting is United States. You cannot choose any specific location. You can just do countrywide targeting, and after that, click on continue. And for different keywords, you can see different numbers. And let's say after seeing these numbers, we could assume the cost per click limit would be around $15, $16. And now I'm going to show you how to see those numbers from Google Ads Keyword Planner. And those numbers can be taken directly from Google Ads. And there you can see more specific numbers because you can target more specific cities and locations. So from here, I'm going to open my test account and show you the numbers from there. So we're gonna go to planning, and the planning, we're gonna go to keyword planner. and click on discover new keywords. So after that, you need to put your keyword here and click on enter and enter once more. And we're going to remove this one. And these are the numbers we get, but this is countrywide targeting. As you can see from here, we are targeting United States, and rather than targeting United States, you can put your specific location here. And as an example here, I'm going to put New York, and we're going to target New York and remove countrywide targeting and click on save. And as you can see, the numbers change it because we're choosing specific location, and for specific location the numbers can be slightly different and the cost per click numbers can be slightly different. So there are some keywords you can see the cost per click limits, and these are top of page with low range and top of page with high ranges, and they are from around $10 here as you can see, and they can go up to $55, $58. And we could start our bidding from around $11 to $12 as you can see, because we're at the top of page with low range, and those numbers should be enough to give us some impressions, and hopefully we're gonna get some clicks from them. And if we're gonna get clicks from them, we can turn those clicks into phone calls. But if those cost per click limits are not enough to get impressions and clicks, we can increase those bids slightly. So if we're gonna choose around $11, we can slowly increase them. We can make them $13, $14, $15. But from here, from this data, we can see for these keywords, $11 should be enough to be above top of page with low range, and they should be enough for us to participate in the Google Ads auction and to show our ads. So we're gonna assume that for this location, New York, our cost per click for these keywords are gonna be around $11. So 25 clicks would cost us around $275, and 50 clicks would cost us around $550. So let's calculate how much would it cost for us to get one phone call. So to receive one phone call with 10% conversion rate, it's going to cost us $110, and with 20% conversion rate to receive one phone call is going to cost us around $55. And the higher the conversion rate, as you can see, the cheaper the phone call can get. And let's imagine if you're going to get 30% conversion rate, the number can be around 37 or close to $40, which means it's going to be cheaper. The higher the conversion rate, the cheaper the cost per phone call is going to be. So your goal should be to increase the conversion rate. And how you can increase the conversion rate? By increasing the quality of your campaigns and your landing pages. And now let's imagine not all of those phone calls are going to be real customers. So let's say 30% of those phone calls are going to be lower quality phone calls, and we can include that in the cost as well. So with 10% conversion rate, if we're gonna reduce the other 30% of the phone calls, and we're gonna assume the other 30% of the phone calls is gonna be lower quality, our cost is gonna increase around $147 with 10% conversion rate. And with 20% conversion rate, if we're gonna assume we're gonna lose 30% of those phone calls and those are gonna be lower quality phone calls, we're gonna see our lead cost is gonna increase around $73. So $73 should give us the number of a real lead we can receive from our Google Ads. And after that, let's calculate how much profit you can make from Google Ads. And let's say with 10% conversion rate, if you're gonna assume your service charge is around $150, you're gonna barely make profit because your conversion rate is very low. And as I told, it should be more than 10% and it should be close to 20 and even higher than 20%. And if you're gonna make 20% conversion rate with $150 service charge, your profit is gonna be around $77. And these $77 are profits from running Google Ads. And you may have other expenses, and you can calculate the other expenses as well. But these profits are running from Google Ads. And again, these numbers are by looking at the location specific cost per click numbers. And these numbers we've taken, 11 cost per click dollar was taken from New York City. And if your location is different, the number might be slightly different. It might be higher or it might be lower. And depending on your conversion rate, the cost per phone call can be much different. So it can be much cheaper or it can be a little higher. So overall, this is a high level overview of how you're going to calculate your profits if you want to run Google Ads for your HVAC company. But again, as I told, if the conversion rate is higher and if the campaign quality is higher, if it's relevant to the keywords you're targeting, and also your landing page is relevant to the keywords you're targeting, and if the overall relevance is higher, your conversion rate can be much higher. And that means the cost per phone call can be cheaper and you can make more profit by running Google Ads. So that's how you can calculate your costs if you want to run Google Ads. And as I told you, need to be including the percentage of the lower quality phone calls you may get, as we have seen here. And if you have included those numbers, this is the estimated profit you can make after running Google Ads. So again, guys, if you want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls by including two strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send that video of how I did that right away. Or if you want me to generate phone calls to your business by running Google Ads, you can contact me by visiting my website. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.